Your hunt for glory is over, but the next 6 weeks will summon the power within. Welcome to Season 5 of NBA 2K22. This may be the coolest season yet. A new artistic design adorns each affiliation. The perfect new backgrounds for you to showcase new emotions.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. Hi, and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you very much. Well, it may be hard to remember now, but Joel Embiid did miss his first 2 seasons due to injuries. He said, "It was rough. I think about what I went through and how it prepared me to be a better man. I really feel like I'm the process, and the process is about me. So every time I step on the court, it's all about having fun. I'm just enjoying my time in the league." Kevin, back to you.
A lot of depth in there, David. Thank you for that one. And the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered. At the point guard position in particular, much more scoring expected than in decades past.
Yeah, you got to be a triple threat at every position. And at the point guard, it just commands so much more attention. They're the initiators of the offense. There's so many guys who are tremendous scorers that can create opportunities themselves with the ball and do it from deep range. They can play off a pick and roll and manipulate the defenses. So it has been a golden era for point guards, and it's a new way in which they play, being able to shoot that 3-ball, Kevin.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Front court filled in by Green at 3 and Harris at the 4. Harden out there with Maxey, and it's Embiid in at the center. And for Golden State, sharing the wing spots, it's Thompson and Wiggins. Looney out there with Kuminga, and it's Curry in at the 1 spot. Now here's Harden. Right now he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force. Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
Energy points from Embiid. Takes up lots of space at 7 feet 280 and just dominates the boards on both ends.
Here's Curry. Wiggins outside. There's 1:54 left in the first quarter of the game. A finish. Here's Green. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
Now here's Harden. After the miss from Klay Thompson. Harden with it. Picked up by Thompson. And they double up Embiid. And Harden wide open. He shoots. And the 76ers get it back.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And flashing some real toughness inside. Wiggins can finish plays that others simply can't. And Wiggins thrives as a secondary option. Seems that is the role he's best fit for. His efficiency soared. I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
52 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Curry with the 3. The shot, no good. And it's Philadelphia the other way. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, watching that game quarter to quarter, they sped up, they slowed down, but they executed in every facet.
And here's Thompson. James Harden getting it to go from deep. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Misses the 3. And Embiid has got the ball here for the 76ers. On the wing, Green. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome tonight.
both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And that concludes. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Otto Porter Jr. out there with Nemanja Bjelica. Then there's Peyton. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Iguodala in at the 3 slot.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Peyton looking it over. Pass to Porter. Peyton right side. 6 to shoot. Into the lane. Count that one. Peyton's got his first bucket of the night.
And that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now, here is Harden. Turned in an outstanding game against New York.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
No one near Peyton as he lets it go. And it's good off the back rim and in. And late in the season, we see playoff teams, Greg, resting their star players. Any excuse for lottery teams doing the same thing?
Not as far as the league is concerned. If they're healthy, what's the goal? Throwing away games is not acceptable.
And Philadelphia has possession. The Warriors making the shot. And the basket by Harden.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
There's 1:17 left in the first half.
Oh! An unselfish player with a strong understanding of the game. Porter knows how effective a good pick and roll can be.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Harden the pass to Millsap. Thibault for 3. Rebound by Bjelica. Warriors trail by 7. To the middle. And the dunk by Bjelica.
Bjelica's game might be mostly finesse, but there are times when he gets aggressive.
The 3 from Harden. Another shot. Pass to Korkmaz. No good from outside.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Philadelphia leading by 5. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And here's Harden for 3. The 76ers again can't hit it. Millsap kicks to Harden. The 76ers with another miss. And here we go. Fast break. Peyton's got it. Off with the layup. Up in time. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. 76ers lead by 5. It's time now to go court. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everyone. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 13 points and 3 rebounds. And that does it for our...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Down on the block, it's Harris and Embiid. Actually out there with Harden. And it's Green in at the 3 spot.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The deep 3 from Harden. And no good. The Warriors go the other way. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota where they'll take on the Timberwolves. It sets in motion a 4-game road trip for them. Releases from 15. Thompson misses. Philadelphia leading by 3. Harris with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Maxey hits the 3-point bomb. Maxey's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, it's good signs.
And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game. And the Warriors making a change here. Toscano's checked in.
Juan Toscano.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. The 9-foot shot. Count it. And the Philadelphia lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Andrew Wiggins.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now, here is Harden. He's tightly guarded. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
3 points.
Looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Back to Curry. From deep. It's hauled in by the 76ers. They've led by as much as 10.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And check it out, some numbers for Joel Embiid. .112 left to play in the third.
Well, gravity is very, very real, and Steph Curry has the most of any NBA player right now.
Back to Curry, shoots the 3, sinks the triple. Curry's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball.
The consistency from the distance that Steph shoots at, I think, is one of the more astounding parts of his accuracy from the three-point line.
Harden's shot is good.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. They trail by 7. It's stolen by Harris. 36 seconds left to play in the third.
76ers foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
That's his first.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
It's pretty amazing Steph's road to becoming the man for this team. I mean, he recognizes in games when he should push the action and when he should pull back, and just constantly plays unselfish basketball to elevate his team's success.
And the Warriors making a change here. Poole's checked in. Maxey passes to Embiid. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
Something sapped them of their energy defensively since halftime. In the first half, out there scrambling, running, hustling. Since then, not so much.
Here's Curry. No good on the shot. Good D by Embiid. Here's Thibault. And it's good for 2. And now a 9-point 76ers lead.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. Right back after this break. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Jordan Poole is out there with Payton. Then it's Kuminga. Then it's Wiggins. And it's Looney in at the center, locking down the middle. And Poole gets it to go.
An unselfish wing who continues to evolve as a playmaker. Wiggins shows he's more than just a scorer.
Here's Maxey. Here's Embiid. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Thibault. Pass to Embiid. Here's Korkmaz. Back to Embiid. Poole with the steal. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Wiggins, and Wiggins throws it down.
With that height and incredible leaping ability, Wiggins can throw it down as easy as anyone.
Now, here's Maxey, covered by Payton. The pass to Thibault. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Embiid, an easy 2 points on the layup. And the 76ers lead by 8.
And the strength of Embiid oftentimes just overwhelms the defense, able to absorb physical coverage and still finish.
Here's Wiggins. That shot missing. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Embiid kicks to Korkmaz. Driving the lane. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Good on the 3-point shot. Niang's got the lead up to 11 now for the 76ers.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Philadelphia.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting, despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though. When everything started to look a little dire, they really put the hammer down.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And bragging rights between these teams were on the line today, and they put in some very good work to earn it. And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for James Harden.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
And stolen by Thibault. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And he lobs it up toward the rim. It's stolen by Kuminga. Here's Wiggins, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Embiid plays it up and banks it in.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Here with James Harden. James, this team adds on to its win streak. How important are nights like this as you move forward?
It was huge, man. We did an amazing job. We're continuing to get better offensively and defensively. Guys are stepping up. So,
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
My belly don't tempt me, wearing the belly of the beast is deadly. Hey, over 80, you made this.
Taskmaster burst the bionic zit splitter. Breakneck speeds with all day, and some say they ain't productive. Could that depend upon the demon that you're stuck with? Cause right now, I see clearer than most. I sit here contented with this cheese on toast. I feel the pain of a third world famine. Said wait, we count them blessings and keep jamming. Tis him. His worth was nil until he gained the skill of tongues. From 15 years young, straight to my greyback self, I stay top shelf material. Jerk chicken, jerk fish, breakaway slave bliss. Generate G's and then be stashing with the Swiss. Fools can't see this. On the
40 new level prizes await as you compete to cement your legendary career. Size up defenders like Kyrie, pull spin jumpers like MJ, and dance on whoever gets in your way. You can flex on
a fistful of hip-hop duns, I progressing in the flesh. Esoteric quotes most frightening. Duppy took a hold of my hand while I was writing.
The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. We've got the Los Angeles Lakers taking on the Boston Celtics. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Abdul-Jabbar is out there with Kobe. Then it's Johnson. Then it's O'Neal. And it's West in at the two-guard spot.
And the insane peripheral vision there. If anyone's open, even for an instant, Magic's going to find you.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Outside, Pierce. 5 on the clock. Pulls up. That one's not going to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. It's West with the drive. Lays it up off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Kuzi passes to Pierce. Bird outside. Here he goes. Here's Russell. And it's sent back by O'Neal.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
And he gets the bucket.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Now, here is Russell. Here's the teardrop.
And beyond the obvious physical skills, Kareem just has a great understanding for the game. Times his move perfectly to get that shot.
They get the rebound. Johnson out to West. Offensive rebound. Outside Bryant for 3. No good. Shot missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Count it. Good.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
And it's Bryant in the corner. Back to West. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Johnson, the pass to O'Neal. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
It takes a lot to knock O'Neal off balance. A massive player who just fends off the D with ease.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
Baylor, he's checked in for Kobe. Here's Kuzi. Out to Bird. Fires for 3. The shot will not fall. Here's Los Angeles now. West dishes to Baylor. Shoots over Bird. No good from Baylor. Celtics trail by 6. Here's Kuzi. That shot is off. Good D by Johnson. Here's O'Neal driving in. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Shaq's got his second basket.
And O'Neal, just a brute on the block, simply overpowers the opposition.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll return short. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
Jones is out there with McHale. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Cowens in at the 5 spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rondo.
You love the pressure he's putting on there. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
And the Lakers making a change here. Chamberlain's checked in. With some arc. Kicks it out to Jones. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Jones has got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Boston. Johnson against Rondo. James on the follow. LeBron's got the lead up to 8 now for the Lakers.
He's one of those guys who is extra difficult to block out. When LeBron really wants a rebound, it's hard to beat him to the ball.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Baylor against Jones. The pass to Cowan. To the wing right side. Lets it go with the 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And he's not going to miss those very often, even from deep. The D has to close out a little stronger on him.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Got a piece of it. Goodrich kicks to Baylor over Jones. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And just one step ahead of the D there. Goodrich so crafty at getting his teammates involved.
Pass to Jones. Rondo scanning the floor. Back to Jones. Fires the 3. And Rondo gets it to go on the assist by Jones. Rondo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first half. Johnson, the pass to Baylor. From the arc. And McHale pulls it down.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Obviously, Rondo's main priority is to dish the rock. When you're open, he'll get it to you.
Inside, here's LeBron. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. LeBron's got 4 points now in the quarter. Rondo against Johnson. Outside Rondo. Here's Sharman. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was all about the Lakers as the game got going. They jumped out to a 6-0 lead as they strung together some excellent possessions early. When the clock ran out in the first quarter, they were up by 8. And into the second quarter, momentum started to shift slightly as they gave up some of that lead, ending...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Sam Jones with a strong contribution so far in this one.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, and sometimes the strategy in that case, don't let anyone else beat you. You know he's going to get his, so try and keep it to that.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for the Lakers right now, we've got West. Abdul-Jabbar is out there with Kobe. Then it's Magic Johnson. And it's Shaq in at the 5, home in the paint.
And you look at all the things this man brings to the game. The focus, the resolve, a winner's mindset. I mean, there's a reason why they call him the logo.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Celtics trail by 3. Bird outside for the tie. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. O'Neal's got his 4th rebound in this one. Abdul-Jabbar kicks it to West. Abdul-Jabbar in the post. Covered by Havlicek. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And you're talking about one of the most decorated superstars in the history of college basketball, but maybe the most impressive feat. He won 3 national championships, and Kareem has a way of affecting winning.
Here's Pierce with the drive. Some solid defense from Bryant.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
There's the triple, and it's sent back by Russell.
And guys, this is where instincts come into play. So much you have to read defensively. Russell not fooled at all.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Bryant. Rebound, Boston.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Kuzi. Russell kicks to Havlicek. Passes to Pierce. Oh, Russell in position. An emphatic LU jam.
And this is the problem. The length, the timing. Russell, one of the very best at corralling misses and turning them into points.
Back to West. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Bryant can't get that one to fall.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Here's Russell, and it's sent back by O'Neal. Fast break, the Lakers. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. He can't get that one. Nice D from Russell. Boston trailing. Bird outside. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Driving to the basket. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Left side, West. Here's Shaq. Abdul-Jabbar trying to free himself up. That's good from Shaq on the assist from West.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Here's Kuzi, defended by West.
Lakers foul Jerry West. That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Lakers substitution.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. White looking around. 2 on the clock. He can't hit that time. And so it's Los Angeles, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. 3 quarters behind us. We start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Los Angeles leading by 6. We've got White. Pierce out there with Garnett. Then there's Havlicek. And it's Russell in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Boston 5. West misses. West has gone 1 of 3 on the night. Pierce kicks to Havlicek. Over to the wing. Here's Garnett. Good on the baseline, Jay. Garnett's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Celtics.
And remember, Havlicek was a highly recruited quarterback, so you see his passing ability on that one.
Over in the corner, White. Garnett outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Havlicek. No good on the triple.
Low percentage shot from long range. Terrible decision, especially when you still have a chance to win this.
Here's Bryant. Not going to go that time. And it's Boston the other way. And there's a minute 45 left in the 4th. Havlicek with it. Picked up by Bryant. And it's Havlicek missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Celtics trail by 4. Pierce with it. Shoots over Worthy. It's rebounded by Mikan. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Oh my goodness, he's kicking himself. You know, that's a critical time to commit a turnover. No telling how that error will ultimately play out.
So both teams making some changes here. Here's Kuzi, who's guarded by Johnson. Bird's shot is good.
And that's his strongest trait, the unselfishness from Kuzi. Fantastic at realizing when one of his guys has an opportunity for a clean look.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're in front by 2. 1:05 left to play in the final quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Shaq.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Lakers coach talk to his team. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks.
Los Angeles foul. Jerry.
Now, timeout called by Boston.
That's his second personal foul.
They trail by 4.
First team foul.
35 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
Boston, timeout. Fans, your Celtic dancers. Fans, let's hear it for
the big-time possession here.
Yeah, and their hearts must be going 100 miles an hour right now.
Stolen by Magic, and now we've got the intentional foul.
Bill Russell.
We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Here's Johnson, and that's an intentional foul.
Bob Cousy, that's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5.
Johnson at the line for 2.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Productive trip to the line extended their lead.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're down by 6. We've got 28 seconds left in the game. Here's Havlicek. Good. And now they trail by just 4.
And guys, there are 2 types of stars. I mean, the guy who makes himself look better, and then there's the guy who makes his teammates look better. Russell is clearly the latter.
Bird misses. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Third team foul.
And no good is the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can hit the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that puts them up by 5. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Bird from the arc. Doesn't go for him. And so the Lakers take the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you.
Coming and helping and running and crackers. See, just took a all these he looking and grilling and acting bad. He ain't never been before, but he made up his mind. He like, but if this how I start, they couldn't count him out, cause anybody who know little homie got heart. He gonna adapt to his habitat, even if his habitat get dark. He was a little fish when he jumped in the water, and then he grew into a shark. 2 years later, 9 fights in, he found his religion. He started working out, taking food, soups, and respect, cause the wasn't given. He wanted more for his life, he was sitting it. Night and his life wasn't hitting. And his life wasn't here. And his life wasn't look. As soon as he fought the case and he ain't worried about it in his mind, he knew he ain't losing. He got a paid lawyer, that's a good lawyer, and that lawyer do know what he doing. They want to take it to trial, so he take it to trial, but that little going through it. He was just holding it down for his men, cause he wasn't the one that was doing it. He done copped out to this lie, called home and he found out his men. He looked up to the sky like, why? Cause he locked in the and he can't slide off the break.
Update your fit with free Season 5 clothing item rewards at various levels. And looking for a new ride? Well, I'll just say you'll be getting a lift at level 30.
When that man cry, you can see the in his eyes that if he want you that is verified. And he went back in this and he thought to himself like, I feel a little stupid. He got a big.
Up next, the Timberwolves taking on the Grizzlies. For the Minnesota Timberwolves, playing just over 500 ball the last 10 outings, but they think they can play even better. Grizzlies, T-Wolves, it's next, right after this.
They gon' know me as legendary. You in the stands, I ain't need no commentary. If you the competition, you gon' get buried. I don't cheat on the game, we getting married. Yeah. They gon' know me as legendary. You in the stands, I ain't need no commentary. Ain't no option, ain't no secondary. I just throw it out like a Hail Mary.
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. This is Brian Anderson alongside Doris. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for Steven Adams.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves, they've got D'Angelo Russell, Anthony Edwards out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Patrick Beverly, and it's Towns in at the center. And for Memphis, Jackson Jr. and Adams together inside. Desmond Bane is out there with Ja Morant. And it's Williams in at the 3 slot. So the Timberwolves win the tip. Outside Russell. Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Williams. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. And this is the right era for Jaren Jackson Jr., Candace. Teams are searching for big men who do what he does.
Yes, Jaren Jackson Jr. is a force. I mean, he can shoot, he can pass, he can stretch the defense, he can put it on the floor. I think the biggest thing with him is health. He's got to get in that weight room. He's got to get his body right.
Here's Morant. Ooh, they pick off the pass. Russell against Morant. Oh, stolen by Morant. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Drives to the hoop. And the shot goes in. Oh, you look at a guy like Patrick Beverly, one of the true instigators on the court. Candace, you got to love playing with guys like him. That can be a distraction.
At times, but when your energy is channeled in the right way, just as it is with Pat, he understands his role. He understands what he brings to the team, and he does that night in and night out. How can you be upset at a guy like that?
To the middle. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
And once Morant spots the open man, he's automatic. He doesn't waste time overthinking. He just lets it go.
Up top, Edwards. Williams defending. Oh, and Jackson with the block. Williams into the lane. That one goes in.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the floor. Beverly, the pass to Towns. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Well, takes contact, keeps his balance. Nice finish by Towns.
Morant with it. Towns covering. Morant with the slam!
And if you're a fan of Morant, or even if you're not, you have to appreciate that. We're witnessing greatness.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Good looks by our terrific camera crew.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And he knocks down the first one. So Memphis ends up going with a new group.
2 shots.
So he gets them both.
Boy, Patrick Beverly, what a pleasure this guy is to watch. The level of competitiveness, the commitment to the defensive end. Man, he can raise a team.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And he lobs it up to the rim. A slam dunk by Reed.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 5 in this quarter. Solid. Stolen by Reed. Stolen by Anderson.
Hey, yo, right here.
There's the 3. No good there. With 1 on the clock. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. The Grizzlies out in front. They lead by 2. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And the 4th pick in 2018, Jaren Jackson.
Probably be more of a backline help.
A veteran's understanding of help and positioning, Grant.
Yeah, I love that defensive mind approach. That's why they're a team to be reckoned with.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Kyle Anderson is out there with Xavier Tillman. Then there's DeAnthony Melton. Then it's John Conchar. And it's Jones in at the 1. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Unloads from 13. Second shot opportunity. And that's 2 points on the layup.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Here's Reed into the lane.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Melton Melton with the ball, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Anderson passes to Melton. Kicks it out to Anderson. Just 5 on the clock. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. So Memphis going with an almost entire new group here. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Tillman. Williams comes in for Conchar. Bain, he's checked in for Melton. And it's Morant in for Jones. Russell against Morant. Left side, Russell. Here's Towns. No good on the shot. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. And there's Anderson. That was good. On the assist from Williams.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Pass to Prince. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Boy, I love that Taurean Prince understood the contact was coming, plays through it, gets the hoop and the harm.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Adams is checked in. Vanderbilt's checked in for the Timberwolves. Edwards comes in for Beasley. All right, Candace, always great to have you on the broadcast. Hope you can come back real soon. We'll save a spot for you.
Oh, I'm going to hold you to that, BA. I'll hold you. Thanks so much for having me.
And Morant is a natural leader, someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. Adams against Towns. From down in the low post, it goes. Towns has got 6.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
The 3 from Bain. The shot comes out, and it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. They're coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
They had a tough time beyond the arc. A lot of their possessions ended in missed threes.
What was most disturbing to me was they didn't have a backup plan, right? The threes aren't falling. What do you do next?
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. 5 to shoot. Pulls it from the top of the key. Prince grabs the miss.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Here's Vanderbilt, and that's not going to go.
Well, you have to look the intensity with which Steven Adams plays, always giving his best to throw shooters off.
And we're through the first half of play here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. They led by 2 after the first. And so... And...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. You have to like what we're seeing from Karl Anthony Towns.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. They've got Karl Anthony Towns. D'Angelo Russell is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt, and it's Edwards in at the small forward position. Outside Morant from 15 feet away, and he gets the jumper to drop. 6 points for him. And Grant, you were named co-rookie of the year alongside Jason Kidd back in '95. Something that's only happened 3 times in NBA history.
Yeah, I'm still bitter about that. I was robbed. Jason knows that. Everyone knows that. Nah, Jason and I, we are good friends. We joke about this all the time, but it was really an honor to share this award with someone of his caliber. Really one of the true greats to ever play in the NBA. But I was still robbed.
Here's Morant. Minnesota with a rebound.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Up again. It's good on the putback.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Memphis leading. Outside Morant. Up and over Russell. And it's Morant again missing.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have, just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
When you cut through everything else, Doris, at the end of the day, Beverly is a solid defender.
And I'd say even more than that. He is tenacious. He puts tremendous pressure on ball handlers. He is competitively tough. He will talk a little trash. No space, no rest, no room for error if you're looking opposite Patrick Beverly.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Tillman's checked in for Adams. And Anderson subbed in for Williams. Beverly finds Edwards. 1:10 left in the third quarter. And Reed with a basket on the assist by Edwards. Edwards has got 3 assists tonight.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Outside Morant. To stop the run. Oh, my goodness!
That was nice.
A ridiculous slam.
Look at the lift and the finish. I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Back to Beasley. Pass to Edwards. Beverly outside. Now here's Reed. Takes a 13-footer. The offensive rebound.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Up top, Morant. And here's Jackson. Over Beasley. No good. A bit long that time.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
And so the ball out of bounds. Beasley touched it last.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. Just misread that pass completely.
One second left. He's off on that. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 1. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Minnesota in the lead. Brandon Clark out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Tyus Jones. Then there's DeAnthony Melton. And it's Conchar in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Here's Jones. Another shot. Oh, and Reed with a block. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Towns, he's checked in for Reed. And Vanderbilt is subbed in for Okogie. On defense, the Timberwolves. They lead by 1. Pass to Conchar. 6 to shoot. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting about 56% in this one. Towns up top. Beasley with it. McDaniels inside. And he can't bank that one in. The Grizzlies have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Tips it up.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Now Russell. There's the drive, and then Russell with the dunk.
Well, an excellent penetrator who is always in attack mode. Go ahead, D'Angelo Russell.
Timeout call, Memphis. They're behind by 1. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the fourth. Adams checked in for Memphis. Williams comes in for Concho. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Taylor Jenkins was discussing with his players. This is anyone's game. So he told them, stay aggressive, stay hungry. We can't afford to let up on the energy out there. He's hoping they'll finish with a flurry. Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie. Beasley outside. Outside Russell. Pass to McDaniels. And a miss there on the triple. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Melton. From the left block, he sends it through. And the Grizzlies lead by 1. Coming down the stretch. We'll see if someone can capture the lead and hold it.
And that's been an issue. 5 lead exchanges tonight.
And the Timberwolves call time here. They trail by 1. 1:10 left to play in the fourth quarter. All right, we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Ja Morant.
With the way he shot the ball, he had to be the choice. This percentage was fantastic, and he's just done a great job of finding space and taking advantage of every inch the defense gives him.
For Memphis, they've gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. The floater. Oh, and Towns with the block.
Well, his value to this team on both ends. Not many guys can defend the perimeter and the rim the way Towns can.
Here's Edwards. Good!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Morant, no good. This play could decide the game.
Can't afford any mistakes here, B.A.
Towns. Vanderbilt. And he sinks it.
And they do have a foul to give if needed.
Timeout call. Memphis. They're trailing by 3. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
All right. Look who's coming up to the play.
Now off the inbound. Payne, no good. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
Pass to Towns. Adams grabs the miss.
And there's only one option. They need a triple.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from 3.
What an incredible ankle breaker to help create space for a shot.
And the Timberwolves call time here. The score tied at 29. 8 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Russell finds Towns. And there's the lob. Oh! Gets the game winner to fall!
An amazing finish. It doesn't get any better than that.
Oh, an astonishing way to end this game. Some serious last-second heroics.
So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves, pulling it out for the W. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
All right, I'm with Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, congratulations on the victory. What was key in getting the win here tonight?
We played like we wanted it more. You know, we came out here and we just did a lot of great defensive stops. It wasn't offensive. It was more defensive. We did a great job. We got this 50.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.